Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, click that notification button to get all the information about your best travel advice from me, Prinny K Travels. And if you're new on this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you and I can't wait to share more information with you. So I hope this video finds you well. This is actually for the people who are interested in solo travel. I have never been someone who is into solo travel. I remember in college, I didn't even like to eat lunch by myself. So in 2019 was the first time I actually took a trip as a solo traveler. So this is for people who have been scared to do it, and I want to encourage you that you can do it. And I just want to give you some tips and encouragement to do it because it's worth it. It was really refreshing. I think it was one of the best trips I've ever been on, and it was by myself, like just me, myself, and I, just learning to love my space. And you don't have to be on anybody else's schedule. That's the best thing when you travel by yourself. You're on your own schedule. You can do whatever you want to do. You can see what you want to do, and there's no time constraints because it's your time. And I think that's the best thing about solo travel that I really got to experience when I did it, and I just want to do more of it. So let's get started. 2019 was a really stressful year, to be honest. So I just needed to get away, and I just needed to refresh my mind and refresh my thoughts. I booked a trip. I just was like, I need to go somewhere. And I was like, what have I really wanted to do that I've never done before? That's what I thought about. And I was like, oh, I've never done hot springs. The best thing to do when you're first doing solo travel is to go somewhere not too far away, somewhere where you can get in touch with family that you're still, kind of in your surroundings. Even though you're not in your surroundings, you're still in the US. I'm still in the US, but I'm not too far away. And so that's what I did. So I started looking for hot springs, and a lot of them were pretty expensive. And then I found this one that was really kind of beautiful, and it was like one of the best hot springs they say in the US. So it was actually in New Mexico. I've never been to New Mexico. So I was like, oh, let me go to New Mexico. So I started it. I went on the website. I got a deal for like a single room person. And, it was like you have access to the hot springs, and it's right on the Rio Grande. It was on a beautiful riverbank. And I actually stayed at Riverbend Hot Springs in Truth or Consequences. Really cute hot springs resort. And it was really affordable. And I just really liked it. If you're looking for like an adult-only solo trip, I would recommend going there. I really had like a nice time. I actually used Skiplag to look for flights, and I found a really good deal through Skiplag for the flight. It was like one something round trip. I'm really flexible about the dates, so I was just looking like which dates could I go from like Thursday to Sunday or something like that. And that's how I did it. I did it through like Thursday to Sunday, whatever was cheapest. I was flying into Albuquerque. Okay, so I found the flight, but the flight landed on like a Thursday, but I wasn't actually supposed to go to Hot Springs till Friday was my check-in for the hot springs. So I had a night that I was gonna be in Albuquerque. So I went through my Marriott and I got a hotel for pretty cheap, like 60 bucks for the night. And so I booked it through that way. And I rented a car at the airport, and I actually did all this so Marriott has a deal. So once you book a hotel through Marriott, they usually are like, oh, do you need a car rental? And I usually use Hertz. And Hertz gives you such good deals when you book through Marriott for the hotels. And so it was really inexpensive. It wasn't all for like 3 days. It ended up being like $80, $90 for like 3 days. I use Hertz all the time now when I'm traveling, especially when I book hotels through Marriott, because it's literally like a lifesaver for deals. And all these things I booked through my Chase Sapphire card so I can get my points and pay it off. And that's how I did it. And so once I got there, I went to actually a Native American museum, so I got all this information about Native Americans by myself, and I just love museums and I love information, I love history, and you got to see like houses they built and different things like that, and that was really great. And I did that in Albuquerque before I went to the small town. So I stayed at the Marriott for the night, really cute hotel. It was clean, simple, And the next day I drove about 2 or 3 hours, and it was really beautiful. Like you pass through like mountain passes and open fields, and it was just a great way to see the state, listen to my music and going and just going along. And so when I got there, small town, really small town, like it's really small. And so it's very interesting, especially like my first time there. I actually had given my mom and my sister my information, and so they had an itinerary of where I was gonna be and what I was gonna do. And the room was really cute. I don't think I ever took pictures, because if I did I would have like just showed it, but I do have pictures of me in the hot spring, so I'll put that up next to this right here. And I got there, I checked in, I got my room. They had robes and different towels, because there's different hot springs for different temperatures. And they even had a sauna where you can sit at, and they had little hammocks. And you can even book private sessions to do the hot springs through the website. And I booked one private session for myself so that I could just be like by myself and not have to share a pool with anybody. I explored the town. There was this really cute cafe I went to. I'm gonna link it below, because I honestly can't remember. It's like been 2 years now. I treated myself to like the most like expensive restaurant in the town. I went there, bought myself like a steak dinner, had a glass of wine, and just ate by myself and had like a really nice time. And I have never regretted it. I was able to talk to people at the springs. I made friends. Like I was just talking to like a lot of like older people who had gone there, so I was getting a lot of wisdom and information. They're like, oh my god, you do by yourself, that's really brave. If you are someone who is friendly, or if you're not even that friendly, you know, just even asking for directions can like, you know, lead people to talking to you. And if you want to stay by yourself, you can stay by yourself. One thing I was really particular about is that I would be in my room about by 8 o'clock. I did not stay out late. I did not go out late by myself, because that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to be relaxed, and I was just trying to reflect. I was trying to sleep in and just watch movies and just be in the hot springs and read and enjoy myself. So that's basically what I did for my solo trips. I think that was the best first trip I ever been on. I went to a new state. I like booked the hot springs myself. I was able to use some rewards. I booked my flight, and this was all under 400 bucks. If anybody is looking for solo travel, just to be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing and where you're going, and also to let people know where you're going, and to start local. Don't start too far. Like go to the state over. You don't even have to go far. Go to one state over. Literally drive to a state over. You don't even have to fly. Drive to a state over just to explore, because there's so many little towns. Like that was such a little cute town that I would have never gone to if I hadn't have done that. Just look up things and be open to activities and to whatever you can get into. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I will have a link below for the deal I have for the week. And I hope you guys enjoy and just do a solo travel. And if you've done solo traveling before, tell me below what you've done, and I would love to hear the story, and I would love to get ideas, you know, for my next trip. Like, give me an idea for my next trip. What have you done? I'm interested. So have a great week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Guys, surprise! I have another video for you guys. I know I've been slacking. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Hey guys, surprise. I know I have been slacking when it comes to videos, but I have a